This is Greg Rakestraw, and you're watching the UIndy Xperience. We're doing this once a month from the Donatos at Madison and Edgewood, just south of the University of Indianapolis campus. Can you believe another season has already kind of flown by for you?
Well, I tell you what, every year seems to roll down a little bit faster and faster. I think that it's my age. I don't know. But it's fun to work with a group, and we got a great group of kids this year. Our conference is the toughest conference in the country in Division II. Last year, our women were 9th at Nationals, and we were 4th from our conference. So that says a lot about our conference.
And again, to point it out, folks, again, swimming and diving member of the GLIAC as opposed to the GLVC, much like football has been over these last few years. Tell us about some of the swimmers that have already qualified at this point for it.
We have, I believe it's 5 girls that have qualified so far. Maura and Megan Donahue, Vicky Galliamutsu from Sweden. Who else? Julia Madeira, who is our freshman from Columbia. And then, who am I forgetting?
Good question. I don't know. We got plenty of them, though, which is a good problem to have. When you've got that many, that's hard to remember. That's a good problem. Now, you just rattled off, and again, those that are familiar with your program know about this, but others may not. You just rattled off Sweden and Columbia. How many nations are represented on your team this year?
We have quite a few.
What will make this a good season? What are some of the mileposts you and your team are looking to hit in conference and national qualifying?
Well, I think we want to try to continue to have the success that we've had at the national championship level with being in the top 10. I think that's achievable on the women's side as well as the men's side. I think that this group is a group, and it's a fun group to be with.
The United Nations turned into United Greyhounds. I like it.
It's interesting to listen to the dialects being spoken during practice. I wish I understood them all, but I don't.
Tell us how your season's been going so far.
It's been going pretty well. I'm kind of in the same position I was last year. I've qualified for nationals so far, so I'm kind of focusing on that for March and kind of just coasting through right now.
I was going to say, you've got conference meet coming up not too far away, but the nationals are still 5 or 6 weeks away.
7 weeks.
7 weeks,
yeah.
Exactly. You got plenty of time. So when you've got that much time to get ready for nationals, how do you kind of ramp yourself up? How do you kind of pace yourself to try to get ready and peak at the right time?
It's hard because each swimmer peaks differently, and so for me, I'm still trying to figure out where that was. I was just talking to Eric, and I missed my peak my freshman year, and last year I hit it. So it's kind of, make it through conference, rest for that, and then fully taper for nationals and just, put it all out there.
A junior, tell us how things are going for you in the classroom.
Very well. I've been on the dean's list every semester, and I'm in both of the honor society for the freshmen and then the juniors and seniors, and I'm graduating 3 semesters, so
congratulations.
On track.
What's the degree going to be in?
Computer science.
And what are you hoping to do with that once your days in the pool are over with?
Not quite sure yet. On the path to figuring that out. Ideally a job from home, so when I have a family I can stay at home with them, but it's just a matter of finding the right niche for me.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, man. How's practice?
Good. Jumped out about 20 minutes ago.
It's right here.
Right here.
Think you got a national qualifying time when you left this season?
Well, I sure hope so.
Yeah.
We're going to see at the end of the GLIAC, so we still got a shot in the 100 and 200 fly. So we'll see how it goes from there.
All right, now senior season for you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you believe it? It's already flown by this fast.
No, I can't believe it at all. 4 years went by really quickly.
If there was, and hopefully you'll still have some highlights left to go over these final few weeks, but if you had to pick one highlight of what you've done here so far, what would it be?
Well, I think it's been being the swim team's captain the past 2 seasons. I think that was a really good honor bestowed by my teammates, and I think athletically, I think it would have been being all conference freshman year.
No doubt about that. You can always find time in the pool whenever you graduate, but it may be the last time you're a part of a team.
Yeah.
Has that reality kind of sunk in at this point?
I think it sunk in about last weekend when we had our senior night.
Yeah.
All the parents were there, and it was weird swimming in my last race at UIndy.
All right, now, Seth, tell us about the major and how things are going for you in the classroom.
Oh, things are going pretty well. I'm a double major in economics and international relations. Got quite the workload this last semester. I'm taking on 22 credit hours at the moment. And I picked up the econ major a little late, so I'm trying to finish it up so I can graduate on time. But it's going to be tough, but not undoable. Anything's possible.
You say international relations. It sounds like from the different nationalities on your team, you get a minor of that just being on the swimming team.
Oh yeah, I think they were proposing that for all the swimmers. But yeah, we got quite the diverse group. We have we're represented by all over the world, and it really brings an interesting subculture to the UIndy swim team.
As always, thanks to the great folks at Donato's for hosting us for the UIndy Xperience, located on the corner of Madison and Edgewood, just south of the University of Indianapolis campus. Of course, you can watch these features as many times as you'd like by going to the official athletic website of the University of Indianapolis, athletics.uindy.edu, where you can follow all 21 of UIndy's intercollegiate athletics programs. And of course, you'll see these features live this season on WTHR Digital 13.3, plus replays on Hometown Sports Indiana, where you catch live Greyhound football this season as part of the halftime show. For all those behind the scene, this is Greg Rakestraw. Thanks for joining us on the UIndy Xperience.